No flex. So they know better. They know better.
What is up, you guys? My name is Kyle, aka Kinger, and welcome to Kingertv. So I already tried filming this video once and it ended up being way too long than what I want on this channel. A more in-depth video is going to be on my vlog channel, just going into depth more and explaining everything more. I'm going to try and be as short and to the point as I can with this video. In my last video for the giveaway, I told you guys I was going to explain in my next video what I've been dealing with, what's been going on in my life, what happened to this channel, what happened to Kingertv. So I'm going to just be very, very simple, to the point as I can. If you want to go learn more about what I really went through and the details of it, head on over to my vlog channel. I'll have that video up very, very soon. So that way, because I needed to make a video for that channel anyway and just explain what's been going on, because I'm making a comeback pretty much on both channels. So without further ado, here we go. So basically, cut to 2 years ago, pretty much, before my DIY candy cane shot glass video, I filmed a video called The Whisper Challenge with my best friend Eric. And he ended up having to move from Florida back home to Michigan because our best friend, our best girlfriend, my best girlfriend, it's like my sister, is dating Eric. We've all been best friends for a long time. Long story short, she came down on vacation and she got pregnant, and Eric had to move back so he could take care of her, take care of the baby, everything. Our other best friend Mike was his roommate, and he had to move back too. Since he was his roommate, he had nowhere to live, so he moved back. I pretty much lost my best friends at that point, which I understood why, but it just put a damper on everything. So I didn't really have many friends down in Florida. I only had really one best friend that I met down there named Logan, and I was just kind of miserable after that. I really got depressed after that, and it just wasn't good. I didn't want to make videos anymore because my best friend was gone, or best friends were gone, and that's who I made videos with. So it was really, really rough on me, but is what it is. Cut to, December, when I made the DIY candy cane shot glass video. I said that I was going to make weekly videos after that, and I was really excited. Unfortunately, Wolfie Rap's a big YouTuber, made that video before I did, but I swear I had the idea. I don't know if we had it at the same time. He just put his video out faster, but is what it is. My video just reached 100 views not that long ago, which is terrible. Put a lot of work into that video, and it kind of sucks when big YouTubers come along and they're like, hey, same idea. Granted, they're not gonna know who the hell I am, but upload the video and then all the views went that way, and mine kind of got swept under the rug. But I said in that video that I was gonna make weekly videos. Well, shortly after that, my depression kicked in pretty bad. I had a pretty rough year in 2016. Hated my job, hated my life after my friends were gone. Literally all I did was work, come home, and play some video games. That was it. I lived with my grandfather. I took care of him. My parents were down there as well, so I was hanging out with them a lot and stuff. But as a 23-year-old, I think is what I was at the time, it's like that. It's cool to hang out with your parents, but when you're that young, you want to go out and have fun and party, go to bars, stuff like that, hang out with your friends and everything, and I didn't really have that anymore in Florida. So basically, during that time, my dog Tucker, who I had since he was a little pup, little baby boy, it's like my baby boy because I don't have any kids, he ended up starting to have seizures. And long story short with that, I ended up having to put him down because of it. It was one of the hardest things I ever went through. He went almost 2 months without having a seizure, and then ended up having 4 of them in a row, had his 5th one in the car, and that was just really, really hard to deal with. It was the hardest thing I ever did in my life, signing the papers for them to euthanize him. At this point, I had to take out a credit card, or get a credit card for hospital stuff. It's called Care Credit, and max the card out pretty much with all of his vet bills. We scrounged up money to do the euthanization for him. It was just one of the worst things ever. I had a mental breakdown with my father in the parking lot and contemplated suicide. It was the darkest time of my life. It was terrible. So I'm sure you guys can see at this point why I haven't made videos and why I don't think I made any videos in 2017 other than the DIY candy cane video, but I actually filmed that in December. I don't think I uploaded it till January though. So after all that happened, after I had the mental breakdown and everything like that, I obviously didn't want to end my life there. I knew that I could change things. I've been through hell and back. I've dealt with depression most of my life. You gotta snap out of this. You gotta do something about it. When I had my mental breakdown, I saw my dad cry for one of the first times in my life, and it's heartbreaking to me. I was like, you got people that care for you and love you. You need to stay here. You need to do something about this. So a couple of my friends I worked with had left and worked for a company. I'm not gonna say the name of the company because I work for them now, and I just don't know if they see my videos and I'm talking about it, I can get in trouble. I don't know how that all works. We're just gonna keep the name out of it. So they were working for this company. They said it was really awesome. I had told them the previous year, when they left for the first year to do it, quit. They left working at Applebee's with me. I told them, if you come back and everything's awesome, I'll join you guys. So everything, was awesome. They came back and they said, you got to do this. So I said, you know what? This is it. This is the change I needed. I did the interview. I got hired right away. Started in December of 2016. And then in 2017, I went away for their summer program. You go away for a couple months, work, and then you can come back to Florida. I had to leave my grandfather, who I was taking care of for a long time. And that was really, really hard. Lived with him for the past like 3 years at that point. Had to leave my parents, which is the longest I've ever been away from my parents in my life. And that was really hard too. So growing up and adulting is pretty rough, but I knew this is what I needed to do. So hopped in my car and I drove all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Long story short with this, we got to Minneapolis. There was no work. They sent us to Indianapolis. Still no work. Me being a rookie, I get a phone call from my manager on a Tuesday. And it was just right after we just moved into our new set of apartments in Indianapolis. We had been living in a hotels for about 3 weeks before that. And he goes, hey, I've just told by my manager, so like the area general manager, head honcho for the southern states, said, you gotta send 7 of the rookies home. Of course, I'm one of those rookies. He was gonna send me home, no job. I'm behind on bills, everything. Coming home, taking care of a almost 90-year-old grandfather. I was like, this is not happening. I'm not losing my job. I've invested into this. All my friends got me into this mess. I'm doing something about it. I was like, you had mentioned something like a program in Michigan, in Detroit. I'm from there. I lived there my whole life. I was like, call the manager, please, and see if there's anything you can do. Calls him. Sure enough, the guy needed somebody. I hopped in my car that Friday after I got my paycheck and drove to Michigan. When I got here, this dude filled up my gas tank, got me food, put me up in this huge like condo pretty much, all to myself, through the company, paid for through the company, everything. Ended up being one of the best managers I ever had. Unfortunately, he had to move to Denver and be the manager out there. So I moved to a new set of apartments that my company had bought for the summer, and that was in Shelby Township. So I moved over here and ended up, one of the guys I worked with in, Minneapolis, Indianapolis, and trained me in Florida said, yo, like, how's Michigan doing? Like, Indianapolis is, sucks still. Do you think they need somebody? Well, I ended up getting him hired over here. So he transferred over. We lived together for a while at these apartments. And then he decided in the long run, he wanted to go back home because I don't know what's about to happen with my camera here. Sorry, my memory card filled up. I don't know where I really was, but hopefully this is where I was. My roommate decided that he was going to move back to Florida, where he's from as well, because he has his family down there. He had kids, everything. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. Obviously, my company owned it, so like the apartment and that, so we really didn't pay much for it, so it wasn't a big deal at the time. But I knew my friend Tyler needed to get out of his parents' house. He had recently moved back from Florida as well, and obviously was staying there to save money or whatever. So I hit him up. We ended up getting a 2-bedroom apartment right across the street, same apartment complex, just across the street, and it ended up being awesome. I was happy to be back with my friends. At this point, I was reunited with Eric and Mike and everybody, so it was awesome. And then one of my childhood friends, TP, his name's Tyler, we call him TP, he was driving back and forth from our hometown Gladwin, which is like 2.5 hours away for work between Monday and Friday, it's work days. I said, that's ridiculous. Come move in with us. You can live in the living room. I know it's like a 2-bedroom apartment is what it is. It'll save you money and it would help us out too. So he moves in and now we've just been killing it pretty much. Like we've been filming a lot of videos. I'm reunited with, again, like one of my best friends, Josh. He's really into videography, photography, cinematography, all that stuff. So he's been helping me out with videos. We filmed some music videos for him because he's like on SoundCloud and stuff like that. And TP's doing videos on like Snapchat with the filters and stuff. Hilarious videos. He does music and everything. He's a car guy, so he films like about his car and stuff. All my friends are now doing YouTube, back with Eric again, who still really wants to do YouTube. Obviously his kid's grown up, his kid's about to be 2 and everything, and him and Megan, they bought a house too while they've been here, so that was awesome. So we have like a lot of places to film and everything, and we have a lot to do. So I have no idea how this slipped my mind, and I have no idea how I'm going to put this into the video. I'm adding this after filming this whole thing. But another thing that also happened, and it happened this year as of recently, my dad had a heart attack at like 1 in the morning. Can't remember what day it was. But my mom called me and was like, hey, like, your dad had a heart attack. She's in tears, just sobbing away. Luckily, long story short, he didn't have any damage to his heart. They were able to put a stent in. He had 100% blockage in one of the veins, but they were able to clear it with the stent, and he had no extreme damage to the heart at all. He had like very minor, but it's stuff that he can, cure if he takes the right steps. So that was another thing that really kind of like freaked me out and put me in a little bit of a funk, but at the same time made me jump into being motivated because life is short, and I really want to make my parents proud, and everything like that. So that was like really eye-opening. It's just crazy how everything can change in an instant. I never thought that I would hear that in my life. I don't know how I forgot to add this into my life video update giveaway video here, but somehow it slipped my mind. No, my dad's probably gonna watch this video, so Dad, I love you. I'm glad you're still here. You're the best dad ever. Continuing on with the video. Also, some big stuff that's going on in my life right now too. Me and TP are about to go half and half on a house. So I'm about to be 25 in September. This is gonna be the first house I've ever owned. Sick of renting. We're gonna own this house together and, you know, be able to film there. We're gonna actually set up a studio room. So a couple things, a couple announcements here. We're gonna be starting a podcast. So we're gonna have a whole podcast room, everything set up, make it all legit. We're gonna film it as well, so that'll probably be uploaded on a new channel, you know, the name of the podcast, which I will announce when we get to that point. We want to kind of have everything set up before we do that. So we're gonna be doing that. We're setting up a studio for his music because he does music, so we're gonna have that down there too, a green screen room and everything. And then also I'm going to be doing Twitch here soon once I build my PC and I get that whole like setup done. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch as much as I can, and yeah, like we just have a lot of stuff going on with the move and everything. We're going to Faster Horses Music Festival. I'm not a big fan of country, but a lot of my friends were going, so I'm like, you know what, it'll be fun. I'll film it, I'll vlog it. So I'm gonna be vlogging all of that, and then 2 weeks after that, we have EST Fest, which if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Machine Gun Kelly, and I go to his festival every year. It's gonna be awesome, super excited about it. Gonna film that. I'm gonna do my best to film actually this year. I filmed bits and pieces like years before, but I never uploaded it because I was just, it's a crazy weekend, drinking and, you know, having a lot of fun. So this year I actually do want to film something really dope to put on my vlog channel. I'm trying to get a drone before I go too, so that way I can get those shots and everything. So there's like a lot of things going on, you know, coming up, and I really want to get back into YouTube. I know this is what I really want to do. I have a passion for it. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, just the past few years, I've just been depressed and in a rough spot. Not to mention, you know, in my last video I talked about it. My laptop took a shit. I have a MacBook Pro that I got in 2011 for college. I bought it and it ended up taking a shit on me, you know, and then I paid $300 to get it fixed. A couple months later, it takes a shit on me again. So I'm like, you know what? I want to save up, get the best of the best. So the end of last year, I ended up getting the newest MacBook Pro that was out. So I have that now. I can edit again. As you can see or tell from, you know, my previous videos, I have better lighting now too. Oh, my camera just stopped recording and it's super annoying. But anyways, I bought some lights off of Amazon. They're not the best of the best or anything like that. There's something to get me by for now. I plan to buy a lot more once we get into the house. So I got to kind of take care of that, save my money for that. But there's a lot of things that are happening. I just really wanted to film this video real quick so I have a lot of videos that are filmed and ready to go, and they're kind of time sensitive. We reacted to some music videos, me and Josh, and we really want to upload those because the one's coming up where the music video's been out for almost 2 months now, and the other one's almost at a month. So we really gotta like get those videos out. So I needed to film this video and do the giveaway video, like announce the winners before I could do that. This is, you know, like I said, my second time filming this. It's way shorter than before and more simplified. So I know I'm kind of rushing through it. If you guys want to know more like in depth, like the details and everything about it, I go more in depth on my vlog channel. That's the video. I'm going to use that video that I filmed first as the vlog one because it's more in depth, and this one is like a more simplified one because I'm trying to keep my videos roughly at the like 10 to 14 minute mark, I would say, for my main channel. I think that's a, you know, appropriate time for videos. Your boy is back. I really hope you guys will join me on this journey here. I'm here to stay. Hopefully we'll be doing weekly videos. That is my goal. I have enough videos lined up right now where they're going to be weekly for a while. Hopefully we can keep up with filming. It's hard when you work as much as I do, and you know, you try to have a personal life and everything else, and then you're also, I'm at the point now where I'm trying to be healthy again. As you guys can tell in these past 2 videos, your boy's packed on a little bit of weight. Since I moved back to Michigan, I've put on about like 50 pounds. Also has led to a little bit of depression and stuff, but your boy is bouncing back. I'm in a way better place right now, and I'm just motivated to do this and get these videos done and make something out of this. Get into Twitch and do the podcast. This is what I love to do. It's what truly brings me happiness. All my friends are here. We all, for the most part, do YouTube, so it's gonna be awesome. So if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Got a lot of content coming your way. It's gonna be awesome. Really looking forward to it, especially once we get the house. We'll have so much space to film. It's gonna be amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, share the video with your friends, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, they should be weekly from here on out. That is my goal. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I know you can feel the mood.